And welcome on into a Wednesday edition of Philly Voice Sports Bets. I am Harry Mays. Of course, we got Eitan Shander in the upper left box. Follow him on Twitter at Shander Show. But it's getting serious, man. It's football season. So we thought we'd bring in the big gun just prior to the kickoff of big week one in college football. And, of course, we got the NFL in the next week. But he is the Philly Godfather, one of our pals for a long time. And he's been in this game for a long time. You talk about sharp. Philly Godfather and all his crew over there at the PhillyGodfather.com. Follow him on Twitter at PhillyGodfather. They are very sharp. And welcome to the show, buddy.
Thanks for having me on, man. I love you guys. One of the best shows out there. I'm always retweeting and I'm always watching. I can't get enough.
Yes, you are.
I know. We appreciate that.
Yes, you are. You put your money where your mouth is on multiple fronts, my friend. And when you come on and say, love the show, and all the things that you may say to every show, you put your money where your mouth is here. You do hit the retweet button, the quote tweet button. You put us on the favorite follows on Fridays, what have you. So we love you, man. We love you.
Following me, man? But of course, we're sponsored by the great folks at Rita's Water Ice.
Everybody! Go candy crazy with Rita's new Candy Kapow Ice. And new app users get a free ice when they download and use offer code SWEET. Stop by your local Rita's today and try it before it's gone. Offer expires September 4th.
Be cool, Rita's. And there's still time to go out there and get yourself a Candy Kapow Ice. Download the app. New users of the app get a free ice just by using the code FIZZY. And, of course, they got their pumpkin product right around the corner starting in about a week or so. We'll be telling you all about that real soon. But
I'm a big fan of pumpkin product.
You are?
Just so you know.
Yeah. Do you like the pumpkin beer?
I just like pumpkin product. I like saying that. Yeah.
Pumpkin product. All right. Very good. All right. Well, let's just get into it. I mean, let's see. What is new?
Where do you want to start with this man?
Well, Jesus. What is new at the PhillyGodfather.com? What do you got going on over there right now?
Well, I've had about 4 hours sleep in the last 3 days. So if I start seeing unicorns and just start speaking in different tongues, I apologize. For working the butts off. I mean, we're on Netflix on the Flagrant Foul documentary. I do a cameo. My good friend Jimmy Batista's on there. We got a movie we've been working on with Greg Lingo, like the Hollywood types. We're trying to get that done. And the PhillyGodfather.com. I mean, we're always fine, and we're giving a bunch of great information on it.
Now, Eitan's going to want in on that movie. He's going to want a role. There's got to be a role for a radio host or some sports talk show host or something in there.
Maybe we can barter something, right? My godfather, Eitan Keller, it's who I'm named after, right? Mm-hmm. Like, this guy is a big producer, all right, PGF. He created American Gladiators. He created America's Funniest People. He's done a ton on, like, the Fox Family. He's done a bunch of sports documentaries when U.S. Open. He actually was down at one of the first real, I guess it would be first real kind of like HBO type films at practice. And he was down at training camp with the Dolphins with Howard Cosell producing like this week-long, the first ever what would be like a precursor to Hard Knocks. So, maybe we can barter something out. I'm not looking for any money.
Well, listen, I got content for like the next 10 years. We can do a series like The Sopranos, Call It the Animals, and it'll take off. Just let you guys know.
That's awesome, man. Well, I tell you, I put in 2 plays in the last 24 hours for the NFL division winners, and I wanted to run these by both of you guys. I'm very bullish on the Baltimore Ravens this year in a big bounce back situation. I don't know what they're going to do in the playoffs. So that's been their major hiccup with the quarterback play in the playoffs. But I think they're the best team in that division, given all the issues with Cleveland. Tough to bounce back from a Super Bowl appearance for a young team with Cincinnati. And Pittsburgh, I think, is going to – I've already taken the under in their win total as we gave that out. I gave that out a couple of weeks ago on this show. So what do you think about Baltimore plus 140? And I took the Eagles at plus 150, and that was before Tyron Smith went down for the Dallas Cowboys.
I love them both. I did a video with talking about the Baltimore Ravens. I mean, Cleveland Browns, Deshaun Watson's missing 2/3 of the season. Bengals first place schedule. Burrow's still a little banged up. I'm hearing rumors. Yep. It's going to be tough for them to win 9-10 games. Pittsburgh might regress, but I mean, that's a tough spot. But there's 7.5 games. I love Baltimore. I bet them over 9 wins. I bet them to win the division. I bet them to win the AFC conference at 10-1. I think it's a great opportunity to hedge in the playoffs. And I think Lamar's he's matured a little bit. You know, I've been real critical of him. I mean, the MVP season when he was lighting the league on fire. I was the only guy in the world telling everyone he wasn't going to win a playoff game, and that's exactly what happened. I think he's matured. I think he's gotten smarter. Last year, before he got hurt, he was tearing up the league. He looked a lot better. And the Baltimore Ravens last year were one of the most injured teams in football, and they're healthy right now. And that defense, if they don't finish 1, 2, or 3 in the league this year, I'll be surprised. They're strong on defense.
Well, they got great coaching, too. We know that. And they got a great kicker, which is always important. Yeah.
Yeah.
And the Eagles.
Sure.
I'm sorry.
No. It's your world, man.
No, I took the Eagles plus 185 to win the NFC East. I mean, they're stacked. The nucleus of that team reminds me of 2017. Jalen Hurts, I'm hoping he progresses. I'm hoping he gets better. He's got weapons everywhere. The defense is low. They just picked up that kid from the Saints. The Eagles are very dangerous.
Yeah, man. I got him when it first came out. I got him at even money to win 10 games. Mm-hmm. And I still stand on that. FanDuel had it over. Basically, FanDuel had 10 plus to win at even money. DraftKings had under 9.5 at even money. So if you believe in that as in any type of evens hold there, synthetic at least, 9.5, 10 wins there for you. That's going to back the division, right? They're not winning the division, winning 9 games.
No.
So
the division's going to be
better about that.
Yeah, I think the Giants got better. Washington's kind of a wild card. They're good on the offensive line, defensive line. Carson Wentz had a good season last year statistically, but he had some brain cramps late. Dallas, I think, regressed with the problems on their offensive line. I think we need to take the division. We bet them early, over 8.5 wins, over 9 wins, even over 9.5, 10. I think you got a shot.
So I want to just hit you with a couple of futures here outside of team, just individual futures. The first one that I liked when it first came out, and I'm curious to see how. Oh, so it's down to 700. So I got McCaffrey at plus 1,200 for comeback player of the year, with the anticipation that Derrick Henry's just not going to win this award, and it's not really going to be a, hey, you could have won offensive player of the year, but we're going to give you a comeback of player of the year award. Other than that, I thought if McCaffrey's standing up and giving me 16 games, which is a big ask, PGF, I get it. Try to get ahead of some value. So that was the first one. Then I was going to hit you with 2 coach of the years, but I just wanted to get your thoughts on A, McCaffrey, and B, if you had anybody else you looked at as far as a position for comeback player of the year.
I haven't bet it yet, but even if McCaffrey gives you 14, 15 games, he can still win it. I mean, he's so electrifying. And the only thing that scares me is Panthers' offensive line's been really weak. Their pass rush is unreal. But, yeah, I mean, it's got a shot. I didn't bet it, but, I think it has.
Well, I'm 500 points ahead of where I am. That's got to be worth something, Maze, right?
Exactly. The only thing that scares me about that is I just don't. I'm not a big Baker Mayfield guy, and I still think that if McCaffrey's healthy, he's going to be the bell cow, and it's going to be all on him to make that offense move.
Yeah. All right, and I get it. And look, there's a reason why. Well, I think he moved ahead of Daniel Jones, but there's a reason why Jameis Winston and ultimately Derrick Henry up top. PGF, let me hit you with the other one here, and that's the coach of the year.
Coach of the year, yeah.
Yeah, and we were looking at this, trying to identify somebody who is taking over a team or had his team last year not win 10 games, like under 500, win 10 games this year, and ultimately have a shot at making the playoffs. So the 2 guys that I took early on, this has dropped a little bit for Peterson, but at 2,200, that was a little bit of a risk. Hackett was at 1,700 just with Russell Wilson. There was a long shot that I thought, you know what the shit, right? Like if Arthur Smith can get Marcus Mariota or Desmond Ridder to stand up and complete a pass or 2, Tom Brady takes a step back, Jameis Winston needs another bout of LASIK, and Christian McCaffrey gets hurt. What the hell? Maybe Arthur Smith does, but it's a 50-1 long shot, so I'm not expecting that ticket to cash. But those are the 3 names that kind of popped up for me.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lottery ticket. I'm big on the Saints this year. I think their coach is a great shot. I bet them at 40-1. As a flyer to win the Super Bowl, one of the most injured teams in the NFL last year.
Yeah.
Yeah, Winston got hurt. He was playing actually pretty good last year before he got hurt.
Absolutely.
Dangerous. The team very, very dangerous. Tampa Bay is going to take a step back. I mean, who really scares you in the NFC? Obviously, Aaron Rodgers, Green Bay. The Eagles look dangerous, but I'm not sure about their quarterback. Dallas regresses. You got the Rams, obviously, who are going to be strong this year. San Fran, but you don't know about their quarterback. Jimmy G might be back in there unless they cut him.
Yeah. What about that O-line, too? And how much do you trust the Niners?
San Francisco? Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I mean, their coach is one of the best coaches in football, man. And I had my doubts about the kid quarterbacking, but he's around them every day. We're not around, and as smart as we think we might be, this guy's the best one of the best in the NFL, and he sees that kid at every day, every practice. And if he thinks he has a giant upside, who am I to doubt him?
Yeah. I heard you say Tampa Bay takes a step back. How far of a step back? Because I took them under 11.5 wins because I kind of think that this might be the year that Father Time actually wins.
Yeah, I mean, I agree with you. 11.5 is just way too much for that team, especially with the issues they have on their offensive line. But it's Tom Brady, That's the only thing that's scares him. He's done things in Super Bowls down 28-3. I mean, the guy's unbelievable.
But they do have a tough non-conference schedule, even though they play a lot of the games at home. But you said you think the Saints are going to be a pretty good team, so that could be a real, that could be a real battle. And the Saints always beat Tampa Bay in the regular season, even when Tom's good. Yeah. So that'll be a good
I like
division.
I like that bet a lot, Harry.
All right.
Did you look at all at anything? And Harry, I know you want to get back. I'm sorry. I was just going to ask. Last one for me would just be anything week one, and it just goes back to the game or the team you were just talking about, the Niners and this Bears game. Does it not just scream under to you with the inability for really the inexperience? Trey Young is the least experienced quarterback, and he's laying points on the road. You also have a projected score, I think PGF, of like 25 points for the Niners. I don't know how they get that either.
Yeah.
Anytime you got offensive line issues like the Bears do, and that
young quarterbacks.
Ball, you got a young quarterback. You got to look to play the under. And actually, I laid some San Fran money. I think they're going to kill that team. The Bears are in real trouble. I think their season win total was set at 6 this year, and if they get to 5 games, they'll be lucky.
Wow. All right, what about college? Anything sticking out to you in this big? It's a pretty good weekend. I mean, it starts tomorrow night. West Virginia Pitt, the backyard brawl, and they got 2 new quarterbacks there. JT Daniels transferring. Everybody's transferring. There's coaches. It's a coaching carousel and a quarterback carousel in college football. You need to really write this stuff down to keep track. Keaton Slovis goes from USC to Pitt. I think he's going to step right in and almost be Pickett. I mean, I think this kid's pretty good. But that game, I like the over 51.5 in that game. And then I took Utah on the road to win, to beat Florida by more than 3 points. I love the Utah
A lot
team.
of money coming in on Utah.
Yeah, I love that.
I actually took them on a money line a few weeks back. We took the over
What'd
8.5.
you get them at, though?
130, the money line.
Yeah. That's changed, I think, significantly, right?
A little bit. Yeah, a little bit. I mean, 3 is such a key number. It's not going to go much higher than that. But
no, I thought the money line would have, but I didn't know if it was like 160 now.
It might be a little high. It might be a minus 140. We went over 8.5 in their season win total for Utah. I bet the under in Penn State pretty big, under 55. Utah is one of my favorite bets, and I took Tulsa minus 2.5. That's basically some of my bigger bets for this week in college.
That you look at. Excuse me, Eitan. That West Virginia game against Pitt, both teams return their entire starting offensive lines, so that sets up really well for both of those quarterbacks.
Yeah, but their defense is pretty good. But like
Pitt's
you said,
defense is good. Yeah.
As long as they got time to throw the ball. I mean, the quarterbacks can pick you apart. They need that time, and both these offensive lines are pretty strong. So it's not a bad wager.
Yeah. You didn't like Purdue getting that hook at home?
I took Purdue.
Yeah, we took them for a couple sticks. If you watch
one more college game for me to add to this. Actually, hold on. There are 2 big ones that I think we have to get your thoughts and feelings on. Right. First is, does Notre Dame have any shot to cover this, and do they have any legit shot to Northwestern Ohio State here. And the other one that I would love to get your thoughts on, because I don't know what to make of Cincinnati, and I feel like I have a pretty good idea of how dangerous Arkansas can be.
Arkansas's tough.
Yeah, those two games, have you looked at? I'm sure you have, but the Notre Dame, Ohio State, and then the Cincy, Arkansas game.
I'm starting to think you got cameras in my house.
We've had conversations with you so much, we're starting to think like you. I would attribute it to that.
We had an FBI raid of your compound. Okay?
Right.
You're not dressing up as an alpaca and hanging out back, are you? What's going on here? We love Arkansas against Cincinnati. I mean, Cincinnati lost everybody. Notre Dame's in trouble. You guys are on the right page, man. You guys are better than me now.
No.
No.
You have a crew to ensure that everybody is not better than you. Absolutely.
Yeah. Now tell us about this Netflix thing again, because I got to watch this.
Yeah, it's Operation Flagrant Foul. Tim Donaghy.
That's the Donaghy thing. Okay. Yeah. I got to watch that.
Yeah, Jimmy Batista. Childhood friend Tommy Martino. I do a cameo. Rooster does a cameo in it. My son does a cameo in it.
The Rooster's in it?
Oh,
Roosters.
wow.
Oh, my God. I got to watch this. Now, is he drinking red wine when he's in this?
Absolutely. Yeah, I'm having coffee, and he's drinking red wine. And that's, if you watch it, you'll see us doing that. And Jimmy talks about cranberries and sticks and balloons. And when you watch it, you'll know what I'm talking about.
Okay, very good. Get that. Now, what's it called again? Flagrant Foul?
Yeah.
Flagrant Foul on Netflix. So you got to watch that and check him
amazing.
out. Any parting shots here? Because I want to promote his web, PhillyGodfather.com, Philly Godfather on Twitter. He's all over the place.
Yeah, and Netflix hit us up, and they're expecting 100 million views. This is going to be like the best documentary they've ever done.
Wow.
And so far, the feedback's
awesome.
It's been incredible. So, we're getting out there. Hopefully, we can execute the movie American Dream. And that's out by maybe a year and a half from now. And
Shader can help you with that. He can help facilitate.
I'm telling you, let me know.
And you didn't know Eitan's a power broker in Hollywood, man.
Let's do it.
The name carries weight. It's even spelled the same way.
Right. Man, we really appreciate you coming on. It's
Love
been a
you,
while.
brother. Thank you.
And best of luck to you as well. And good luck this week with your bets.
Go Eagles, baby.
All right. And join us. We got Friday coming up at 11
Yes,
in the morning.
do.
We're doing a morning. We're going back to the mornings on Friday,
Yes,
right?
we are.
Are we going to have a special guest on Friday, too?
We'll track somebody down for sure.
Okay. All right. So
nobody that's going to be, like the PGF. PGF just left.
Yeah, dude, he's got to go. He's got things to do.
That's fine. All good.
All right. Well, give us a like, subscribe, give us a thumbs up, the whole schmear, and go out to get yourself a Reedus. All right. In the meantime, and we'll see you on Friday.